It has been rumoured for a while, but finally the confirmation came on the 1st of December. The 2023 MXGP World Champion, Jorge Prado, will race the first three Supercross races in 2024 and not in the 250 class. No, he's going straight up to the toughest championship in America, the 450 Supercross class. That's stacked with talent and, more importantly, stacked with riders with years of experience racing Supercross. In complete contrast, Prado has only been on maybe for 3 weeks. Has he ridden 450 Supercross on a full Supercross track in America? He's going back now after being at the FIM Awards to get another month in. And really, when you think of the experience everyone else has, you have to take your hat off to Jorge. This is a brave, brave move. He's really jumping in at the deep end, and we have to see how it will go. But if anyone can do this, it's Jorge Prado. He has the technique, he has the talent, he's very, very intelligent on the bike. He doesn't like taking risks, so in terms of safety, he's probably the best rider to do it. But still, jumping into this class, or even qualifying for the main event at round one, will probably be some sort of achievement. It's very, very brave indeed, and not many other riders would even think to do this. But Prado has always wanted to go to America. He has a big decision coming at the end of 2024 to find out whether he wants to stay in MXGP for the rest of his career or make the move to America. And he's not so much dipping his toe in the water, but he's jumping into very deep, shark-infested seawater at the start of 2024. But Jorge Prado has the starts. He has the ability on the bike. The question is, how can he cope with the aggressiveness of the Americans? And will he be able to dial his whoops in quickly? We've seen with Tom Vial last year. Very good on every other part of the Supercross track pretty quickly, but he hasn't been able to get that whoop speed up to the level he needs to be able to be a podium contender and a race winner. Maybe he'll be able to do the same in 2024 as well. But Jorge Prado, the big news, he's racing for Gas and he's number 111 in America. Of course, the same number that Jean-Michel Bayle went over in 1989. 111, he ended up with a second, high place of second. In his first few races in AMS Supercross, Stefan Everts went over there in 1992 for a few races. Very similar to what Prado is doing now, just to test the waters to see whether he wants to go there full time. Everts, of course, had been conscripted by the army at the end of the 1991 season, had very little preparation going into 92. He was the 125 world champion then in 91 and went in as a teenager into the 250 Supercross against the likes of Bayle, Bradshaw and Stanton, and his pace had top 5 speed at times, and I think he had a top 10 result as well. So Everts had the ability to race Supercross. Ultimately, he decided to stay in MXGP. We also had Sebastian Tortelli do a similar thing. He won, of course, the opening round of the 98 250 Supercross season, came back and beat Stefan Everts for the 250 world title, then made the move to America. Greg Albertine wore the number 111, but he never had a test season. He went straight over in 1995, and obviously Supercross didn't come most naturally to Greg, but he went on to win a 250 outdoor title. And this all brings us back round to Jorge Prado. What will he do next? Is he going to do a Stefan Everts, test the waters, then eventually stay in MXGP? Or is he going to do what Jean-Michel Bayle and what Sebastian Tortelli did, test the waters, and then the next year make the move full time? Prado's contract with Gas ends in 2024. And from then he has to make the move that's going to basically affect the rest of his career. And these 3 races are going to go a long way to making that decision, America or MXGP. So hats off to Jorge Prado. The season is already stacked. We've Jet Lawrence moving up. We've Hunter Lawrence moving up. Cooper Webb on the Yamaha. Eli Tomac coming back. Chase Sexton, of course, on the KTM. Ken Roczen in great form with his second year on the Suzuki. So many riders that can win. Not forgetting Dylan Ferrandis moving to Honda, Phoenix Honda. You've Malcolm Stewart coming back, was race-winning speed at times last year, and many, many other riders. And Jorge Prado is just going to jump into the middle of that as the MXGP world champion. But as we know, Supercross is very, very different. So Jorge Prado, where does he go from here? Is he going to love America? Is he going to love the lifestyle? Is he going to love the challenge of Supercross? He's as smooth and as technical as Jet Lawrence, but he just doesn't have the Supercross experience. So anyone in America that hasn't got to see him ride yet, I think you're going to be so impressed with his technique. Very Stefan Everts, Jet Lawrence, like Jean-Michel Bayle, that type of rider. but will he have the ability to be aggressive? It's something he doesn't really have in MXGP. He doesn't like to be aggressive, and he doesn't like risk. He'd prefer to take a fifth or a sixth and crash. And with Justin Barcia and Jason Anderson and that type of rider slamming it in on the turns, what will Prado do in those situations? So very interesting to see how Prado adapts, and very interesting to see what his decision will be at the end of 2024. But if Anaheim 1 couldn't get even more exciting, it somehow has managed to, with Jorge Prado racing the first 3 rounds of the AMS Supercross Championship in 2024.